By the way, Matthews got his 100th points of the season. He is the only member of the core four who has ever gotten 100 points in a Leafs uniform.
That feels impossible.
Marner has had 97 and 99.
That's so unfair.
I know. And then he got injured this year. He was going to be on track.
He was 100% going to.
Nylander is 4 shy. His previous career high, I believe, was 89. So he's 4 shy of 100 points. Tavares, I believe, got 94 in his first year as a Leaf and then hasn't been quite at that level. Although, 94... 84, 88, 60, 50, 76, 80, and 59 this year. So he's not going to do it.
That's a lot of numbers.
That's a lot of numbers.
Sorry,
but
I thought you were talking about Nylander.
My point is, Matthews has done it twice. He got 106 2 years ago.
Unreal. 64.
Yeah, 64 goals. And it felt good. Good.
Of course.
It was one of those goals, though, that you're like, how did that go in?
I didn't think it was his. And then they show the replay. I'm like, you son of a gun.
Savard. Thank you, Savard.
Thank you, Savard. That's worth a first-round pick.
That's that's right. That's right. Now, let me ask you this about this guy, because obviously it's very special what's going on, but the Leafs have more important things than 70 goals. They do. Yeah. You got to win that first-round series, and it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be either Boston or Florida, and it's going to be a mean series. Mm-hmm. Do you let Auston rest at all going into the playoffs, or do you let him go for 70?
I don't.
Sorry, do you force him to rest? Because I'm sure he won't want to.
Right. You point to one Alex Ovechkin, and you tell Matthews that's up to you. Do you remember a few years ago? Second last game of the season.
Tell me about it.
Ovechkin heads into the game. He's got 47 goals. Second last game. 48, 49, 50. Scores a hat trick, gets to 50 goals. The final game of the season, he's a healthy scratch and literally signing autographs on the concourse. That's your mission. That's it. Or, I think that decision needs to be made now. Or have that decision already made. Auston, you're not playing the last game.
I think it's already decided because as we went over the schedule, it's a back-to-back. There's no way Auston Matthews is playing the back-to-back to finish the season. I think
the whole thing.
I wouldn't let him play either.
I think you sit most of the roster on that back-to-back, and right now at least got 4 or 5. Matthews has 5 games left.
There are limits to who you can sit. I don't even know who they would be allowed to call up. But Jones, I think it'd be cool if he played both.
Martin Jones plays both.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
Yeah,
but as many Marlies as you can fit onto the roster, and then whoever's healthy scratch, you get them all in the lineup. That's how it's got to be. And he's got 5 games left. I look at it that way. I think he plays up until that point, but that back to back, that makes no sense to play that.
No, I mean, it could if there's something on the line. Which there could be.
No.
That game against Florida. Really?
No,
I don't think so.
No.
If you've done your job
right now, if I'm Sheldon Keefe, I tell him right now, you got 5 games left. It's not 6, it's 5. You're not playing that game.
You can make the argument for 4.
You don't play either of those?
Well, an added factor here is the ridiculous gap. I have no clue what the playoff schedule is going to look like. I don't understand it. Because, forget the Leafs who have a game on April 17th and the playoffs start on April 20th. There are 6 games on the 18th. A bunch of them featuring NHL teams, a bunch of them featuring things that are going to affect the standings. How is any of that going to work? Even for the ticket purchasing public, You're gonna a lot of people are gonna have a 48-hour turnaround to figure out how to go to a game. You know what I mean? I really have no idea.
I still feel like it should be the 22nd. I don't know what they're doing. Just give everybody a little breather here.
I know I'm biased because my schedule matters, or this matters to my fucking professional and personal life. For other people, it's whatever. The games will be when
it'll be Saturday night. There'll be a game on.
Yeah,
no big deal.
Yeah, but for me, I'm I need to book a babysitter.
You're looking at your personal life here.
Yeah, it's frustrating. Every spring, hey Steve, are you available for? I don't know. Every spring, the final few games of the season. Stop inviting me to things I don't know.
Last day of the regular season is April 18th. On that day, potential playoff teams playing Vancouver, Winnipeg, Edmonton, Colorado, Vegas, LA. Those are all teams that are active on that day. And then a couple other teams that are going to miss, like Minnesota, Seattle, Calgary, San Jose, Anaheim, Chicago. They'll be in action as well, but those teams don't really matter at that point.
Like, without looking at the standings, like Edmonton and Colorado could play, and then in theory, like play a playoff series against each other 2 days later. Like, I assume teams playing on the 18th will get an extra day. I think the start of the first round could be a friggin' mess.
So it looks like, just based on this, that Toronto will be the Saturday, and like Edmonton is that Sunday game. You know, they always offset some of the biggest Canadian markets, so it'll be Toronto's that first game, and then Edmonton's that Sunday. But I don't know how they'll line up Vancouver and Winnipeg. Those series is.
Oh, you know what I just noticed?
Mm-hmm.
There's not a single Eastern Conference team. So the Eastern Conference will start on the Saturday.
There you go. Yeah.
Interesting.
Edmonton is back-to-back.
That's
the 17th and 18th.
So
wow.
Toronto. So is Toronto.
No,
You
Toronto's
know it.
back-to-back to
16,
16 and 17. Yeah, that's what. But I mean, like, to end the season, Edmonton gets back-to-back, and that's to play on the
And
Sunday.
it's against Colorado too. Well, nobody's playing for either team in that game.
Call up Campbell and Rodrigue to play those games. Like, dude, that sucks.
I don't think they can call up Campbell still.
Can't they?
Because of the salary cap, right?
Oh shit.
Oh, you're
I
right.
didn't even
They have to wait till the playoffs if they
know.
want to have him as like the fourth goalie or
Dude,
third
that
goalie.
stinks. I don't get it. I'm fascinated to know what the schedule is going to look like, because you don't want you want to have a couple Eastern Conference games and a couple Western Conference games every night to stagger it so that it's like Hockey Night in Canada every frigging night of the first round.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, it's the best. Like as a viewing experience, the first round is awesome.
With that being said, so we have 3 of the 4 Canadian teams that are going to be in the playoffs playing on the 18th. One of those teams will have to play on Saturday.
Not necessarily.
You think they're going to stack all of them on the Sunday?
No, the Leafs are playing Saturday.
No, the Leafs are. But then the other 3 play on the Thursday. So do all of those? So are we going to have one Canadian team playing on the first that night, and then all the other ones playing on the Sunday?
I think this is going to be one of those annoying years where a team plays game 1 and then the next night some other series is going into game 3.
Yeah. It could be like Vancouver, Winnipeg on the Sunday, Edmonton on the Monday.
It could be.
I don't have the foggiest.
I have no idea how they'll do it.